Step 1, the gas. Do not be afraid of the gas. It is your friend. It is an enemy that will kill you and anyone else. So use it wisely. If someone dies in the gas, go ahead and pick up their gas mask for replenishment. Sure, you got to take a risk. I'm pretty sure that everyone has a gas mask, right? Every second that the gas mask as a physical item is in the gas, it will deplete from its 16 seconds, either on you or dropped on the floor. Pro tip. Also use the gas to rotate around and try and go behind enemies and shoot them in the back. And also use it if you've damaged yourself a few times to put some extra plates on before going into that final circle. The gas is your friend. Try and make it your friend. It is basically your ex-girlfriend that won't leave you alone and keeps chasing you along. But if you go and see it once in a while and make it a bit happy, then you run away from it again, or it will gobble you up and trap you forever, and that's called marriage. But going back to the gas, use it to your advantage. Trust me, you will not regret doing so. That's how you win it. First game, first warm-up, and I have the best gun in the game, the Ram 7. Step 2, loadouts. Understand why, what, how. Perks, what are they for? For example, replenishing your loadout, replenishing your stock, replenishing your tactical. Do you need a heartbeat sensor at the final circle? Do you? Are you one of those players? Do you need EOD so you can run upstairs with your dual akimbo snake shots or MP5 and taking out the enemy because you're a very aggressive player? Or do you need to not be seen on the map? Do you have ghosts? So for example, perks in itself is important, but your loadout is the whole entire thing. That's the gun, that's the sidearm, that's your overkill. If you have 2 assault rifles, that is your loadout. If you have one at the beginning, do you have one at the middle? Do you have one at the end? Do you have different things for doing different play styles, different rotations? What's your loadout? Embody it, understand it, feel it. It is not just the gun. An average player simply looks at a loadout as, it's a couple of perks and one gun. No. It's a very complex process. Understand it, and you will understand you, and you will win the game. Step 3, comms. Oh my God. If you're going in with randoms, you're doomed to fail. Unless, of course, you've got the odd lucky random. Let me know in the comment section below if you've ever won a game with a random while talking to each other, and tell me how. But for real, right now, talking to your team and pinging the enemy is clear. We do not need long stories. We do not need to talk about anything else, what you've had for tea the next day. Of course, you're having a banter game, then we'll give you amnesty on that one. But if you're trying to win, then we need, he's up there, second floor. He's down there, marked, ping, unping. Okay, cranked, cracked. Loads of weird words for breaking armor. Broken armor, blue armor. He's down, self-revive, call-outs. That's all you need, and be clear and concise who is the team leader or sub-leader, or maybe the sniper is the call-out man. Fix it up and sort your comms out.
Don't let him shoot me. Got him.
Get your shield out. Stay there.
I'm right behind him.
Holy dude, well done.
The cluster got him at the end.
Step 4, rotation. Oh my God, people don't understand what rotation is. If you don't understand what rotation is, you're doomed to fail almost 100 to 1 of your games. It's the circle, it's the rotation of the gas. It's understanding how to get on top of a building, how to go the correct route, the correct running line. And do I say correct again? Oh yes, I do, because I stand corrected to tell you that every single building is almost like its own multiplayer map. Imagine this, Superstore is its own multiplayer map with its own running lines. Well, the same applies on multiplayer than it is to Warzone. Each building is its own mini map with its own routes, whether it have a ladder on the back of the building or a parachute process on the top. For example, at hospital, there's only one route to get to the main building at the top is through an elevator or re-dying or a helicopter. So that's 3 running lines: helicopter, parachuting, and elevator. I mean, I wouldn't call the elevator and the parachute running line, but I would call it a process. You need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, when you're rotating around the map, that each and every building is its own unique symbiotic lifestyle of a rotation. You're probably going, what the frick are you talking about, Luke? I'm talking about embody the map as a little multiplayer map with little buildings that are little maps with little running lines. And then, if you're really, really clever, you'll expand your horizon to look at it as a ground war map in sections. So you look at Superstore as a map, then outside the Superstore you have the car park, and you have the dealership on the left, and then you have the SOS buildings, which is the flats. Now you're talking ground war map. And then after that, it gets a little bit, you know, you can't really call it anything after that, because your comprehension levels are probably lacking at that point, other than just keep yourself really understanding that there are unique routes in ordering to mastering your gameplay style throughout the rotations. Step 5, kill streaks, or what we call them, buyout station. UAVs, they'll get you a lot more kills, and especially at the beginning of the game, UAVs are your best friend because most people don't have loadouts at the beginning. You could even wipe out a team with basic non-loadout weaponry just to make sure that you had the jump on the enemy team. UAVs will help you out so much because there's always a player in the 1 to 4 quad team that might not have ghosts that will give away a whole team's position. It will also get you killed because you'll think that there's only 1 player, thus you down him, and then 3 just come out of the woods because they're camping little arms. But you have airstrikes, which you need to count the seconds on how long an airstrike takes on average. Almost think of it as cooking a grenade, and then once the airstrike lands, you know, right, if I put the airstrike this many seconds in front of the enemy that's running up the hill from the gas, you can almost get all the kills straight away. That goes for precision airstrike, and that goes for, of course, understanding all processes of the buyout station UAV kill streak things. You must understand them, and you must use them because they also get you the win very easily. "27 kills solo." Let me know who you've seen got 27 kills solo, just let you know. Step 6, perks. Oh my god. Oh my god, people have got this all wrong. Understand your perks, they're not the same as multiplayer. Although they are the same, they do not work the same. You want tracker, be a sniper. Or be a running gunner. If you want amped, well, you're now having heavy weapons, or you want to throw your statues faster. Well, then you need your amped gun, and you need your amped perk, and you need to swap fast. Oh, okay, you don't want to be seen on the map? Then you need Ghost, and you need Cold-Blooded. You need to understand, most people don't even know the difference between Ghost and Cold-Blooded, and that's not even a lie. That's a full factual statement. Understand your bloody perks. Otherwise, you literally go onto Minecraft right now, go build a house, start from scratch on the original Battle Royale, which was Hunger Games and Minecraft, pro tip. Then, after a few years, when you've grown up to understand how to actually do perks, then get your ass in the battlefield and start to win. You might think Gordon Ramsay's just entered the room, but no, it's Nitro Luke, and he's telling you, read the bloody perks, understand the perks, and use them, and don't be afraid to try different ones, because it is a really clever thing. For example, I will say this, and this will be the only example, I do not use Ghost anymore. Whoa. Mind blown. What? I could be seen on radar? Oh, yes, I can, because I use resupply with stuns and statues, meaning I get an infinite supply. Wow. Take that onto a note. Start writing it down. Man doesn't use Ghost. Got you on that, didn't I? Number 7, confidence. Be confident in your approach. Don't worry about dying, because you will respawn and you will have another game to learn. Get the experience through the confidence. Then many people go, I'm not going to hospital, I'm scared. Shut up. Go to hospital, die a million times, and become confident. Shut up. Don't even bring Superstore up. You better have landed there enough times to understand how to use that. But I don't, because you suck. That's why. No, I don't. I get 10 kills in the win. No, you go out there and you dominate the map. Understand the confidence. Feel it and embody it. Why? Because then you'll learn how to run from the gaps. You'll understand your loadout. You'll be precise on your comms. You'll understand the rotations. You'll get the understanding of the UAV and airstrikes. You'll know the perks and why. You'll also understand every single other perk and point that in the remaining of this video. Become confident and win the game. Step 8. Counting the number of players left. Understanding that the circle that you're currently in has X amount of players. Why? Because it gives you, let's say, a subliminal guess on how likely it is that you run into said team. Make sense? So final circle, if there's 10 people left, you could gauge it and be like, right, it's a mini multiplayer map, and there's 5 rocks over there, and there's 1 building. Right, do the math. There's 3 of us alive. It says there's 10 players. Deduct 3 from 10. Right, there's 7 enemies. Here, and here. Could they be a quad? No, because that means that would do the math there, and that would split that. Now, start looking at the bloody number of enemies that are still alive at the very top right next to your kill counter, especially in the final circles of the game, so that you can average yourself out a little bit on how you look at your mini-map, which most players don't do, by the way. Look at your mini-map and look at your degrees, which is giving precise call-outs on north, east, southwest, your compass, and also your kill counter next to your how many players are at your left counter, which is the one that most players don't look at. But trust me, it's a very good bit of intel that you can use to win the game, or give you, guess what, more confidence. Number 9, know your map. Please start saving some photographic wank bank memory in the back of your head and knowing where Boneyard is off by heart. It's bottom left side of the map. Knowing where Promead East is and Promead West is. Understanding where Superstore is located. I'm sure you all know where Airport is, or Dams. It is a very, very annoying place if you don't do so know it, because Airport has the giant tower where the snipers are in. Know your map. Know farmland. Know where the mountains are. Know the rotations, or know it a little bit to where you can slowly but surely get better. Know where the choke spots are. And if you don't straight away, guess what? Over time you will. But just get to know them, right? Really enforce your brain to go, I want to know the map so I can get better at the game, so I can understand the routes, so I can kill enemies. That is why you need to know your map. And all this comes into it with confidence. You see why I'm using that word? Because confidence is an ambiguous statement. I need to buff it up with a couple of extra examples, and this being one is confidence. Audio. Point. 10. Audio. Oh my God. People do not understand that you need to get your boost levels correct, and some headsets work differently. So don't think for 1 second you paint all of it with the same brush. You don't. Get with the program. Everyone has different decibel levels in your ears. Everyone can deal with different levels of sound. Everybody has different parameters. And also, listen up. Audio might not even be your fault. You might have your device settings on your PlayStation completely wrong. I was playing on HDMI audio and I wasn't even playing with Dolby. Now people are going, what? Surround sounds terrible. It's not terrible. You're terrible. You've got it all set up wrong. You want to be able to hear if they're differentiated on your quarter left, right, or up, down, and yo-yo all the way around. You want to hear where they are? Well, you need to have surround sounds, okay? Now bear in mind, the game itself has had audio throughout the process. Trust me, it's been pretty bad. But throughout every update, they fix and ruin, critique certain things. But audio is a whole video in itself, right? PlayStation only has 5.1 surround sound. Xbox has a fake 7.1 surround sound, meaning that it sounds 7.1 sound in your ear, headset, muffs, whatever, but it's not true 7.1 sound. So you're not really differentiating where the actual enemy is. It's basically PC players have true 7.1 sound, and that's subject to the person installing their drivers correctly or the updates correctly. There's so many different variables where audio is actually beyond the game. It's to do with your fact of lack of knowledge of being able to update things and putting things in the correct place. People think, right, you have a 7.1 headset, you play some retro video game. Oh my God, it's 7.1 now. No, it isn't, because the game wasn't made on that audio. So therefore, it still can't be 7.1. That's like someone buying a 4K television and going and putting a retro Nintendo console in and going, my Nintendo's now on 4K. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's that bit of advice. Open yourself and look into audio. It will literally change your world and probably piss you off on how much you lack knowledge in area of it, and you'll be like, wow, actually this is completely dumb on what I've been conned on purchasing. Number 11, slow down and know when to. When the storm's coming in, do you need to run away? Hell yeah. But do you know what speed of the storm it is? Do you know if there's enemies on your left and your right? Do you know how fast you might need to rotate out of the building? Do you know when you're collecting all these quests whether or not you need to be able to get the scavenger because you need to buy your teammate in? Do you know exactly when to run, when not to run, when to leave the rock, when to go to the final circle and do your things? Study the game, get the experience, merge it in with the confidence, and start to realize that slowing down and speeding up throughout your whole gameplay is superior to being able to win many different elements of the game. There are many elements, especially being able to slow down when knowing to. And by the way, one of my flaws is the fact I've got a give no fucks mentality, and literally I run out there. I run and gun and I'm like, let me have the kill. The addiction is real. Don't worry though, if you're clever and you're patient in certain areas, you'll often win more games than I do, and you'll also get more kills, because the kills are coming. Whether or not your teammate takes them or not, that's a different story altogether. But slow down and know when to, because trust me, your gameplay will evolve if you embody that subconsciousness while playing the video game. Number 12, become
God level, baby.
This is God level. All of the steps. If you followed number 1, gas, number 2, loadouts, number 3, comms, 4, rotation, kill streaks and UAVs and airstrikes, 5, perks, 6, confidence, 7, counting the number of enemies left, number 8, number 9, rotating around the map and knowing everything about it, number 10, understanding audio, number 11, slowing down and knowing when to. You have become God level. And also in my streams, where I stream on Facebook Gaming every single day, if you don't get 10 kills and the win, you're level. If you get 10 kills and the win, that is
God level, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is hopefully helping you understand 12 ways to win the final circle at the end of the Warzone. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for listening to my Gordon Ramsay Nitro rant on each bullet point and not giving you that sense of, oh my God, I'm going to wrap you in bubble wrap and win. No, this is mother Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. Go out there and win the game. Let me know if you've taken any of my points and my tips in the comment section below. Hopefully we've given you some nice examples through some of the steps as well. And if not, you know what? You've listened to my voice and now you're a subscriber, right? Good, you're a subscriber. Let's kiss, let's have a date. If you didn't like the fact I asked for a kiss, then that's fine, you're a snowflake. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is NitroDX. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next
God level video.